That sounds like freedom to me. What happened to rape victims and assault victims? Just learned from the cashier here at Sunoco is that in the Addie Huzak case that they ended up selling the chain and operation over to another convenience store chain operation called 7-Eleven, have you heard? And this is happening at all the gas stations and convenience stores. And let me just say this, that most of the trafficking, you could probably see what's going on in security cameras and looking at the food items and some of the other things when we're talking about trafficking and we're talking about what was going on in the corner. What they did is they left these people in the corner. They left them on the corner. And it's called drug trafficking and prostitution. And it's a regional problem. And until we get the right kind of help from our legislators, this is what you go through every day. It's called trafficking. It's called Project Traffic Light. Just because you're more informed, though, doesn't make you less likely to be a victim or an abuser, hunter. These predators, what they do is they hunt their prey down. And we know Project Traffic Light is a reality. In our community, it is not an unknown. There's suspects all over this region, including Super 8. And this is what community action is. And you also get that not one person has even checked their websites. In the last year, I've gotten one person to look at our website. Meanwhile, when we're talking about children, babies and kids, I want to see how much of our community really goes out to help their own members of their community, especially when you have child rape victims and families that are speaking out. This is the corner. This is called Project Traffic Light. This is called counter surveillance. How these people traffic drugs and people in and out of our borders is going to be the question that most average community members who looked away, if they look away, they're just as much suspect for looking away. It is everyone's responsibility to get it out and start reaching out to their members of their community and their public leaders. If we can't speak out, if we can't defend our own children, our own families, we all are at risk. These children and these kids are not going to be used as in the black market or trafficking. It's called Project Traffic Light. And I want to see how active our community is going to reach out to members of the community and speak out against trafficking of children in our region, trafficking families and missing persons. It is absolutely a crime. It's a crime to ignore it. It's a crime. It's sickening what we go through every day. Our police, our families, our members of our community have all either been approached or asked to do sex favors. And if there is any trafficking of any kind, what ends up happening is the innocent, naive victims fall victim and seduced into it. Thank you for listening to my post. This happened at the airport. This happened several times. At the end of the day, the victims get very little response for anybody on the YouTube channels as it is. It's the response, it's a community action response. Your hotels, your area, this whole region, there's drug trafficking, sex trafficking, and until people speak out and say enough's enough and not look away and not try to use hush money or blackmail families or blackmail people or put them in the corner or back them in the corner, when people really do something about it, instead of talking about it, do something about it. Laundry. This whole region, this whole area has been personally impacted by child sex rape, and they talk about it, and we're going to talk about the prostitutes. We're going to talk about what these people were trying to do. The whole time, these people have been trying to traffic children, and they call them prostitutes. Children are not prostitutes. Okay, so welcome to the tanning salon. And as homecoming comes up, the parents need to do their own patrols. If your police can't do it, it's a civic responsibility to stand up and say something. It's up to the community to do something, say something, do something. Project Traffic Light.